I saw that stain.
Oh, I thought this you said.
You didn't think that.
Something else, baby. Don't start with me today. What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with the new video. We hope you guys had a great week. I had a great week. And let me tell you something. My week was filled with on TV this week. Besides my wrestling and a little bit of ratchetness with the Love and Hip Hop, it was on Tuesday night. It was the mid-season premiere of The Have and the Have-Nots, which was good. And I mean, when I say it was death everywhere, it was death everywhere. You had Maggie get killed. Wyatt is allegedly dead. Candace could have got killed outside the garage. It's just too much going on. Then you got Jeffrey seducing the cop. But, you know, Jeffrey got his own motives. But the cop is, you know, the cop want to be a top, but he's really a bottom. Like, it's too much going on this show. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. That cop want to be taken advantage of, but he's trying to act like he's so tough to be intimidating, but he's really soft on the inside.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure. Let's not go there, but sure. But if you try me, I'm going to be mad. You know, they're hard on the outside, soft on the inside.
Have. You never.
We're not going to we're not going to do that. Not that. Maybe on the next video.
Have you ever been?
We're not going to go there today. I told you we're not going to go there.
Take it.
We're not going to do it. Not today. First of all, if you're watching us for the first time, please click that little bobblehead over top of Mikkel's head, and so you can subscribe to the Scorpion Show for more videos. Yes, so we're not gonna do that. And please make sure y'all like this video.
You just walk right into the joke.
Share
every fucking video. I don't even need material.
I'm not.
Because you walk right into the joke.
I was not going there with Mikkel today, and I'm not. Not on this. So after all of the shenanigans,
I've never been taking advantage.
After all the shenanigans on the Have and the Have-Nots, I'm gonna keep pushing through. I'm a professional.
That's what they usually do.
Okay,
when you run, they keep pushing.
Michelle and Kelly kept on going. Okay.
Yeah, you keep pushing.
You. I can't even hit that note.
I tell you, you just walk right into it.
Go on. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it today. So you know, after that strong premiere of The Have and the Have-Nots, everyone was talking about Greenleaf. Before Greenleaf came on, people were just excited because they were like, Oprah on a television show in prime time? What's going on? We got to see what this is about. And the previews look good. You know, it's a church drama. And remember a couple weeks ago I told y'all about how I was watching all of these church flicks on Netflix, and they were good drama. And then there's another show that's really good that I gotta get into called Saints and Sinners, but we gotta get back to Greenleaf. You know, got the church drama going on. The show stars Keith David, well I must just say Lynn Whitfield, Keith David, Merle Dandridge, Lamar Rucker, and you know, a couple other people, including Oprah Winfrey. She's a little recurring character so far. But this shit is good, okay? This church drama, first of all, you know, the drama ain't start off till Grace got to the house. When she got to the house with her daughter, that's when all the shade began.
She wasn't even in the house when the mom started throwing shade.
Okay. Why did you come back after all this time?
Not here. To fuck it up for me.
So Grace is the main character of the show. She was a pastor who went away. She moved to Phoenix, Arizona, and due to the death of her sister, it causes her to come back home after 20 years. So while she's home, you know, you got your family members done got married. Your mom and your dad still got the drama going on with the church, and then you got your sister-in-law questioning you on why you left the church. And I mean, the sister-in-law, who I can't stand, she really is trying to be the daughter, and like the daughter, but you're the daughter-in-law, you need to know your place. Okay, and then the mother ain't never say nothing to the daughter. Just so, what did the Bible mean to you? Oh, so you could just leave when you feel comfortable, and you only go to church on Easter and Christmas Eve, and like she was just going in.
But I will say this: it was funny because there was a lot of things that they were saying that I've heard in the past from different, and the people do. And when she said that she only goes to church, I was like, this. And it's really, really strange because anybody who grew up in a household where one of your parents was a pastor or a bishop, none of my parents were a pastor or bishop, but anybody who grew up in a household like that, and I do have several friends whose fathers or mothers are bishops or pastors, they have to go to church every Sunday.
Everything. And not even every Sunday, bitch, during the week too.
Okay.
They never get a break. You kidding me? Never got a break.
You're there.
She probably took that break. Once she got away from that family, she's like,
so it's like once you become an adult, if you don't go every Sunday like you did as a child, I know damn well you know better as an adult than to say, oh, I only go on Christmas, New Year's, and Easter. And one of the members at my church has a, you know how you have an abbreviation? I forgot what the abbreviation is, but when I see her, I'm going to ask her. But it stands for Christmas, New Year, Easter, and I think Mother's Day type of people, where they only come to church on. No, I forgot what it is. I was trying. But whatever the case may be, it's funny because it's like when I heard her say that, I was like, wow, you know. And then the whole religious, are you religious or are you spiritual? That conversation really got me going because I've often heard people have that same conversation. Well, are you spiritual or religious? And what does that mean? When you say you're spiritual, how are you spiritual? You're not religious, and how are you? Then it's just like it was good to me. I really enjoyed that table. There was a lot of shade being
and not even that. Okay, when they brought up the death of the sister, well, I guess she was going to bring up that they gave away the sister because she was being molested or had been raped or whatever. The mother jumped up and was like, we're not going to do this in my house. We're not going to have this conversation. So you already seeing that this family has a lot of secrets. They live this life, but they got a lot going on with them too. And I'm sure we're going to see, what's her name? Lynn Whitfield's character. We're going to get more into her because we're getting to see who she really is. Mm-hmm. Right now, she's one of them people that just sweeps everything under the rug as long as she's looking good in her Chanel bags, and as long as she's flying on her, not even commercial, on her private plane.
Okay. Because she don't do commercials.
Yeah, no, she don't. She has the nerve to say she don't do commercials. But we gonna get to that episode.
But you know what's so funny? Because somebody left a comment on the very first episode the other night, and they said, "Damn, Lynn Whitfield is back at it again. She's in another scenario where she's letting her kid giving her child, letting her kid get raped." I said, "Oh, it was in one of Tyler Perry's movies."
Yes.
Was it Daddy's
Medea's Family Reunion?
Yeah, Family Reunion. I said, "Oh, come on, Lynn."
Yes.
Damn, Lynn, back at it again.
Yes. So then the other child we meet is Charity. Charity is one of them girls. They just be like, "Girl, we look whatever." And she's so happy-go-lucky. And yes, eventually we'll see that the husband is gay.
That's very obvious.
Yeah, but she wants to be her own little preacher, and they just like, no. Instead of just saying, like, "Your preacher's not that good," they just try to sweep it under the rug again. And then they have another daughter who is just. She looks so sweet and innocent, but she is a devil.
Which other daughter?
Devil. The girl that was snorting the pills. No, that's other people's children.
Yeah, it's just the three of them. It's just Charity, the guy, the mom Rucker, and
yeah, you're right. I got them mixed up. But one of them got children though.
Yeah, the mom Rucker and his and his wife, the mean wife. Remember the little girl's their daughter.
Talking about she's taking Ritalin, but she really don't need it, but she want to be on it, so she's just taking the pills.
I didn't understand that. Well, I really don't need it. It's like I'm be quiet. When you talk, be quiet.
Oh my God! So, what I didn't like about that whole table scene, well, what I noticed is that everybody got it from the table and went their own way. Nobody said, "All right, well, I'll see you later." Nobody said bye. Even the uncle didn't even tell his niece bye after he didn't see her in 20 years.
Well, because they were all over her.
Yeah.
They really don't care for her. And that particular scene, it really, I can't imagine being in a person like her shoes because the rest of them have all come up and they've all, they live together, they all, but she's been the one who's isolated herself from the family. And she isolated herself from the family for a reason.
A good reason. A good reason.
A good damn
reason. But see, everybody wanted to be, everybody, especially the family. And it's weird that the father, too, acting like he don't know why his daughter is not there when they know the reason.
Mm-hmm. But you know what it is, Kevin? When you have a prominent bishop, pastor in charge, and he's the head of this large church, and when stuff like that happens, that is supposed to be amongst the family. Mm-hmm. That ain't gonna go, that's not supposed to go nowhere else. And the reason why it's not supposed to go anywhere else, because it could trickle down and hurt him as the bishop. Even though he had nothing to do with his daughter getting molested. The fact that your brother-in-law molested your daughter, and you still keep him on board. I'm still trying to figure out what position he has in the church. Like, what is he in the? Is he like the pastor's personal what? I have no idea either. Like, I was trying to catch to that. But you still keep this man around. Mm-hmm. In hindsight, members will start leaving if that was to come out. So no, they ain't going because if members leave, then what's going to happen? What's going to happen if the members leave?
The money ain't gonna be coming into the church. Oh, I knew that.
Not just the church,
into the pastor's pocket. And you won't be able to buy her no more Chanel bags while she's at the Nashville airport. How you doing?
Sitting in the VIP section, waiting for her jet.
Yes, she's gonna be in the wrong VIP section.
Okay.
Yes. So
VIP section with the orange jumpsuit, and the new show she's gonna be on is Orange is the New Black.
Baby, Orange is the New Black is so good, but I'll get into that later on another video. So we seen all the pieces fall into place. We seen that the little girl is not so innocent. She's sneaking around. Then you got the other guy who used to play on Noah's Ark. His name is Noah, I believe. That's Noah. He is the
head of security.
He's head of security of the house and the family. He does something else with them too. But he's in a relationship where he don't know if he wants to have sex with this girl. Because they're not even engaged, but they're fighting what you call it, celibacy. Okay, so she's sucking them off, and I'm surprised to see that. But see, the thing is, Noah and Grace used to mess around back in the day, or they used to talk back in the day. But then they had their little issues, so she left town and they lost communication, and now she's back in town and they begin to each other the eye and all of that stuff. It's just like so much going on. And Oprah character is Merle, I believe Lady May, and she has her own little club, a little bar, a little bar spot. So she is the sister of Grace's mother. So basically,
who is also the sisters of the molester.
Yes, that's what I was gonna get to. Go ahead. Sorry. So she's basically been casted away from the family because she's not into the church. Her bar plays the music, what they call devil's music, and she's just been basically like, bitch, you on your own. Yeah, the black sheep of the family. Mm-hmm. But Grace and Lady May, they have their relationship. And she's like, well, since you in town, girl, come on and see me, blah, 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 blah. So she goes there, she's like, I'm going to tell you why I want you to come here or whatever. So now we get to episode 2. She finds out that the uncle is the reason a lot of stuff been happening with the girls. And she told her about this girl named Danielle Turner, and how they left the church, and how Meg had raped her, but she had changed her story, and previously shit like this happened before, and the girls changed their stories, but I'm assuming that the family is giving out hush money. You leave the church, this never comes up again, and that it is what it is. But Danielle's like, no, I gotta get down to Grace like, I gotta get down to the bottom of this. So basically
because Grace has a story, as well as her sister Faith.
Yes, because her sister, they know that she committed suicide, but the family won't accept that she committed suicide. And the reason why she committed suicide is because she was molested by her Uncle Matt.
And it tormented her.
Yes. Broke her down. And so basically on this episode, we see Grace trying to get more information, going to Danielle's family, and the mother's just like, don't come to my house no more. And then Grace is also dealing with, since she decided to stay. Wait, can I just say one thing before I go into this episode? Keith David was preaching on that show at the end of episode 1 like he was a real preacher. He did that. Like, it was just good. I enjoyed it. I could have walked up to the TV, but I didn't. But I just think he did a great job. And
you should hear some real preacher.
I do hear real preacher.
No.
You. Amen.
You got real defensive. Real defensive.
Because you know how he do it. You know how he do it.
I was just saying, if you think that was good,
that was good. It was good.
I didn't say it was bad.
I know you did.
Yeah, I didn't say anything bad about it.
So, did you ever catch up on episode 2?
I caught the last like 30 minutes of episode 2 because by the time I got home, it was already 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
So I need to watch episode 2 from the beginning.
Yeah.
But,
she told her what was going on, and then since Grace decided to stay, and I guess after really finding out what was going on, she decided to stay because she wanted to take Uncle Mac down to avenge for herself, which we found out later on, and don't open my door without knocking. Like, what's hard?
Who's that?
Jeremy.
Oh.
So yeah, pick that up. Oh, you sitting on my pillow. Yeah, sit that up. So I lost my thought. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. So yeah, she's dealing with being back at the church, and now she's taking this pastor role. And this lady comes in there. I didn't know that you could just do baptisms without the parents being present or their blessing. And later on, did you see that part?
I did, and I didn't understand that part either. I didn't understand it. Like,
and the parents was like, "No, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna deal with it."
So I missed. Okay, so then I missed the part. I saw the adoption, but I didn't see the part when the family came with the baby.
Yeah, only the grandmother. The grandmother, she's like, "My daughter's on vacation."
Was that the grandmother that was holding the baby when she got baptized?
She got the baby baptized without the mother or the father even knowing what was going on. And she was like, "I can't do this." She's like, "You need to talk to my parents about it."
That's funny that you said that because we had these young girls who joined our church that live across the street from our church. And they were, going to get baptized. But my pastor said, I can't baptize you until first I have a conversation with your family, with your mother or father, I think it's the mom, and that they, they know, because I can't just throw you in the portal and baptize you and then your parents don't know, because then that'd be a whole
thing.
So yeah, I was a little confused by. I didn't catch that part when they brought the baby to the church, and I didn't know that lady holding the baby was the grandmother.
And so now that now that she's Pastor Greenleaf again, she's finding out about a cop that killed someone, and he's been trying to talk to the pastor, but the pastor didn't want to deal with it, and nobody has been relaying the messages to him. So like, you really see the dirty side of this pastor. Also,
I'm sorry to cut you off, but you know what was interesting to me that caught my attention? And I always have this conversation with people. I used to have this conversation with one of my former coworkers. She's a member of Enon. Enon here at Village. It's a big megachurch. It's actually the biggest megachurch here in the city of Philadelphia. And she's a member there. And their pastor, Pastor Wiley, he's excellent. He's a great preacher. He's awesome. Awesome. I've listened to some of his sermons, and I would recommend that. He's great. But the church that I go to is a much smaller church, much smaller congregation, where we all in the church know each other.
Okay.
And it was interesting because I always tell her, I was like, Dad, like, I can't even imagine going to a church and my pastor really not knowing who I am and me not really knowing who they are other than when they're up on that pulpit. And she used to go back, well, my pastor, and I'm like, how? Like, it's thousands of people that go to this church. How on earth could your pastor possibly know who you are? So when the bishop on Greenleaf said on the first episode, when he said, yeah, because it's 4,000 people that go to my church. I don't know all these people in here. And I was like, wow, that was the same. And I'm thinking like, I mean, church is not about you going to church and getting to knowing your pastor or having your pastor, but it's like you would want that relationship with your spiritual leader, your spiritual teacher. Like, Just yesterday I was at work and I called my pastor to talk to him about something. Like, that's the kind of relationship I have. I can't imagine going to a mega church and then, unless you know him personally, not having a relationship with your pastor. Like, I guess if some of y'all go to a mega church, then maybe y'all can leave comments, and then that'll be the comments that I... No, don't even leave them on YouTube. Leave them in my Instagram DM and tell me how it is, like, going to a mega church and the relationship that you have with your pastor or bishop. But yeah.
Maybe they got other people that they have relationships with that's close to the pastor.
Right.
I don't know.
That's true. But
That's too
that's too many. I want to speak to the pastor. I shouldn't have to go through this door, that door, that door to get to the pastor.
That's what happened when you choose to go to a mega church.
And the problem was, this particular person, was trying to, get married. And wanted their bishop to, but one of the ministers was going to do it. And I said, oh, really? Really? Like, I said, well, girl, you can come to my church because my pastor will marry you. You know what I mean? But it was just this whole big thing. Like, they gave her a hard way to go. And then, Enon being so big that you can't even get married at that church. You got to go to the smaller Enon.
Wow.
Unless you are somebody. And I'm not talking down on Enon. But that's just
okay, and anybody go to Enon, don't even try to defend what he just said.
Because it's true. And y'all know it's true. It is very much so true. When people like you and I die or get married, you can't have your wedding at the large mega church. You have to go to the smaller Enon.
You mean the funeral, yeah.
Funeral. You have to go to the smaller Enon. And I mean, I saw both sides of it. The one side of it that I didn't agree with was like, Dad, well, if I go to this location, why do I need to go to that location to get married or have my funeral when I'm a member at this particular location? But then the side that I understood was, well, this is a big church. You and I may only invite 100 people in this mega church. They got to come and turn on the lights. They got to do all that stuff for you, and that costs.
What if your funeral don't even pop?
But I'm saying, no, but I get what you're saying. What if you don't have that many people to fill up this church, and then you're sitting in this mega church where there's only 30 of y'all in here? So I understood that part too, but it's like I take my small church any day with my old members.
Yeah, so we seeing that basically Grace is really taking on her role as being a part of this church. She's doing baptisms. She's connecting with the cop that killed someone that needs spiritual advice or whatever. And she's also being like a detective, trying to find out more about Danielle Turner and what happened between her and her uncle at the church or outside of the church. And then we see her and that was probably the next episode. Her and Noah, like they were really like talking. I guess he's trying to see if she likes the girl that he wants to marry, but it's like their relationship is kind of like
weird.
It's weird because I think they both want each other back.
Yeah, they still have feelings for each other.
Yeah, so it's tough when you in that situation. And when she went to the bathroom, he was like, yeah, I apologize for this and all of that stuff. Like, it was just a lot going on. It was a lot. So we seen a lot of episode 2. Then in episode 3, we see Matt come to Lady May, who I told y'all about, the blackout. Hey, what you call her? The black sheep of the family. He pays her a visit. Like, hey, I heard y'all was coming around. You tell that bitch to mind her business, basically. But she just like, oh no, you're not gonna get away with this. This is the battle. You're not gonna win, and you ain't gonna tell me what I'm gonna do.
And I don't know what happened to you when you was younger. Mommy and Daddy, basically, Mommy and Daddy raised me like this is a new show. This is a new show that just came out.
Yeah.
She got what I don't like about Oprah's character. The only thing I don't like about her character. It's the only thing. The only thing I don't like about her character is her accent. Her southern accent keeps going in and out. Oprah, either you're going to have a southern accent and you're going to stick with it, or you're not. Because some parts I see Lady May, and then the other parts I see Oprah. Or hear Oprah.
Yes,
so I need you to stick with your accent. Maybe next season you can go with a dialogue coach or a coach with the accent and try to make it so if you're going to have this southern accent, you have it for this show. That was one of the problems that I had with Will Smith in Concussion. His African accent just kept going in and out for me, and I was just like, and this is what Jada boycotted the Oscars for? Stop it. Don't be shady. But yeah, Oprah, I need you to fix that. But other than that, I like your character.
Yes.
Because to me, it is really believable. Because you really do have these black sheeps of the family, especially when you come up in a religious household. You really do have some of those black sheeps where they stray off from the church. They still believe in God. They still believe in Jesus. They still believe, they still believe, they read their Bible, but they just don't get into the whole church. You do have a lot of those people that are like that. And Oprah, when I watch her character, I really do see people that I know like that. Sometimes I'll be like, that's so-and-so. Like the first episode, I had this one person and I was like, that is so-and-so. Then the next 2 episodes, I was like, no, that's so-and-so, so-and-so. In my family now. But there are people like that.
And episode 3, it was good. Because then you see, what's his name? Kevin and Charity. He wants to have a baby, but he's not sure. But then he's meeting with the guy that wants to rent out a part of the church space, and it's just like this weird. I don't know. It's something about the camera angle, and it's something about how they really want you to see that they are into each other, but without actually saying it.
Well, isn't that how it is in real life? We had a conversation about that, where it's all about that eye contact.
Eye contact. And you can tell that something ain't right.
Especially when somebody's just staring at you and you're trying to figure out what they're staring at.
And yeah, so basically the husband is gay. Or we suspect that the husband is gay on this show. I ain't paying him no mind.
But it happens. It's all about the eye contact. Because motherfuckers will look at you and you're like, oh, wait a minute. You looked at me a second or two a little too long. You watched my ass jiggle all the way up them steps.
Wait a minute.
Well, not yours, because we know yours.
Wait a minute. Now you're really trying. You can go home. You can go home. You can clock out right there. You can clock out. Because I'm not going to have this today.
Woo! Yeah!
Get back to the fucking shit. So we see that the husband's gay, but he told his wife he want to have a baby. And then he was singing karaoke. And
but see,
this is terrible.
Yeah, sound terrible. But this is the thing. I think his wife is one of those women. I think Charity's one of those women. She knows her husband, but she thinks that she can
change him.
Right. And it just ain't no.
And her having that baby
is going to change everything. No, baby, no. Ooh, baby, no, baby.
It's just, and then you got the little kids getting high. So you see the little sneaky stuff they do. I've never heard of a church lock-in before, but they was doing their thing. They was.
I've heard of one. I've never been to any. I've heard of them. I've never been to them.
They was getting high, and then like the girl, that little girl is really getting them into some crazy stuff. But on this episode, you got to hear stories from other people, and you got to see how, with them listening to the other people's story, how it affects them, especially Lamar Rucker and his wife. Because she was like, oh, we married in, 30 days? After one kiss or whatever, he proposed to me. But she is too controlling of a wife. Like when he woke up and was like, what I do now? Like, you could just tell, like, all she do is bitch and complain about everything. And that's why he's going around cheating on her. And he's like, I'm not the one that need therapy. You the one that need the therapy. You need it. They need it. But I just can't see him with her no more. Like, I don't see him with her anyway.
I do want him to stop having sex in that church.
Okay? In the church. But he ain't the only one doing it. It's going around.
Oh, you know it is.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know some personal stories.
Oh, I don't know about no personal stories in the church. I hope not in
my church.
Okay.
No.
Okay. SJBC?
No. You better abbreviate.
Okay.
But no.
So we also seen that the father is this guy named Mr. Blanks or whatever. He's going after the church. He want to know what is going on with the funds. Where is this money going through? I want to see the receipts.
Yes.
And the pastor don't want to show him the receipts. So he's like, I'm going to go to where you are. I'm going to go to Nashville. And they can't get on the plane. And when they can't get on the plane, they threw, this is the shade I caught at this pastor. All that shade went to Creflo Dollar when he said, you better get me a new jet. And I said, Creflo Dollar shade. And I know it don't
only one that caught it.
Yeah, I didn't catch it, but now that you say it, I caught
Yes,
it.
he said, you better get me a new jet. Yeah. And, yeah, so I haven't watched episode 4. But let me tell you something.
Wait, episode 4 is on already?
Yes, it's on the phone. They want you to download the app, basically.
So when do I gotta wait for it to come on TV?
Next Wednesday at 10 o'clock.
Download the app.
Yeah.
Do you have to have an account?
You gotta have like.
Oh, your cable provider.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I have
your
one.
password and all that
I
stuff.
just can't remember my password.
Yeah, but you know, overall, I am in love with this show. I'm in love with the drama, and it's like it's a lot of characters, and you can see different people in these characters. Like for me, I can't pinpoint like well this because I'm we don't have a church family, but I could pinpoint different characters based on just storylines and just based on how they interact with each other. Oh, that's so and so in my family. You can watch the show and pick up the pieces and see what's going on. Like I seen a tweet from Iyanla, like when she said something like, "I'm packing my bags. I'm going to go fix this family's life." It would take Iyanla too long to even fix that family because it's too much that they done buried, and you have to take a shovel and keep Iyanla go back 30, 40 years. Yes, yes, like oh,
Damn! You again?
yeah.
Because at first I'm trying to figure out who runs the family. Bishop or the first lady?
Oh, the first lady.
Because I mean, she's
something else.
shit.
Like she acting around, walking around like her shit don't stink.
Hey, first lady, sit down. Down.
Oh, but they asked her, oh, but you can always find commercial.
She grabbed that bag. Oh, no, where's my bag? Where's my bag?
I'm going home. Either we getting on this plane or we going home.
She reminds me, the first lady reminds me of one of my aunts. And in a way, because my aunt, she's a little bougie. She is. Now, she's not bougie like that where she don't fly commercial. But there's certain things that she doesn't do and she won't do. Like, for instance, she will not cook soul food in her house.
Why?
She feels as though the smell of it, the aroma, stinks of stuff. Like, and then you go and she lives in a house, I mean, she lives in this beautiful
Is that the app you told me about from back in the day?
Yes.
Okay.
With the money. Yes. Money. Yes. And you walk into her beautiful apartment that looks like it could be somebody's house, and you cannot sit here. Don't sit there. And if you're gonna sit a glass down, you better get a coaster. And she will curse you out if you don't have a coaster on any of her glass tables. Yes. So she's very.
You gotta walk on eggshells.
Now listen. But I mean, if she walks around with her glass or whatever, cup of liquor or alcohol, because she loves a good champagne or a good wine or whatever, and she just, she's a very classy old school lady. And I see a little bit of her in the first lady in Green Tree. Not too much. Greenleaf. I said Green Tree. Greenleaf. Not too much, but I do see a little bit. Like I said, I was watching this show really, really hard. Like, dang, I see certain people in this. But yeah, it's funny because that is my. That is.
I'm just excited for next week. I'm not gonna watch the preview because I gotta finish catching up on Orange is the New Black. But I'm waiting for the confrontation with Pastor Greenleaf and the uncle. Because I want to know what's going to happen. Because I heard you going around snooping on me or something like that. Something's going to happen with that. And then I think he's really going to try to shut down his sister's bar. I don't know what's going to happen with the cop. It's like so much. Is Kevin going to come out as being gay on this show? And if it is, who's going to find out? What's going to happen with the pastor and him not showing his receipts? Will the church have to close? Like, it's so... What happened with the daughter? Will she end up becoming pregnant? Or will someone take her virginity because she's got in the church and stuff?
Oh, the young girl.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because Charity's pregnancy test came back positive.
Yeah, but but Pastor Greenleaf's daughter, that other girl, she's just a hot mess. Because
Pastor Greenleaf, you took Gigi. Call her Gigi.
All right, Gigi.
When you say that, I'll be thinking about the dad.
All right,
even though he's bishop.
Yeah.
But
all right, Gigi.
Yes, because that's what her name is. Grace Greenleaf. Yeah. A lot of similarities to the show.
So
it's just a lot. Let me tell you something. I really like this show. And one of my cousins hit me up and was just like, yeah, it's moving too slow for me. I don't get it. And I'm like, girl, keep watching. I want to dig through that damn phone and say, go.
But one thing I had to do is I had to rewatch episode 1 because this show you can't. This is not one of them shows where you can tweet and watch.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you do have to pay. And I might have to go home there. Are they all on demand already or no? Probably.
I'm not sure, but you can always watch on your phone.
Yeah, but I need to, what's the name? I need to download.
Call Comcast and get the code.
Wait, so I go to the App Store and download what app?
On TV. But you gotta have OWN through your cable provider.
On TV or on network?
There you go, on TV. Or on network, same thing.
Yeah, I have OWN, so.
Yeah, that's over. You better get your own app. You better do that.
Now this is what we've been waiting for from OWN. Remember back in the day when OWN first came out, we was like, well, damn, where are the shows, Oprah?
Mm-hmm.
Where are the shows?
True. And then they got that other show with Ava DuVernay with Queen Sugar.
Yes, I can't wait to come out.
Oprah is getting that network back together.
And then it's Black Show.
Yes, because I stopped watching for a while, and don't judge me.
No,
I'm telling them. Because at the Flex went off, Flex and Shanice, they coming back on, I stopped watching. Because Evelyn's show is not, I seen some episodes from the first season, it's not my thing. Like, it was cute, but that's more like a women's show. It's not for me. So, yeah, y'all take what you want from that. But, I'm waiting for Flex and Shanice to come back on. Did you download it? Open it up, see if it's here.
I did.
So, that's it for this episode. We're going to be talking about it weekly, okay? And then, we just had a nice conversation the other day about Power. It's coming on Sundays. So this summer, we're going to have a lot of Monday videos about Power. And it's trying to compete with Basketball Wives, which I don't like. But Basketball Wives need to come on at 8 o'clock so I can watch Basketball Wives and Power and all of that stuff. Then it's just a lot of good TV shows coming on. Wayward Pines is back. If you haven't watched Orange is the New Black, y'all need to get into this season. This season is good. And I haven't got to the last part. I know some of y'all binge watch everything. But give me a chance to catch up. I'm on episode 7, okay? Don't rush me. I'm getting there. And, yeah, so that's it. Did you see the episode?
No, I'm gonna show you something when we turn this on.
So yeah, I'll be right back. Well, we'll be right back with a new video. So y'all stay tuned.
Not today, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.